all the way up. Never mind. It's better now. It's better. Okay, I got it. Okay, so you guys better come on over to YouTube so you can see what we're doing. Bye. Okay, so I'm ready whenever you are. Okay. That's billion? That sounds good. Yeah. I just wanted to see something. Okay, I'm not going to say that. Okay, so I had to pull up my meme today. Okay. And then later I'm going to, do a bunch of things. Okay, so we're ready to hit it. Here I am. That was Marcus? Okay. Hit the theme music, baby. Luenell. Luenell. Original bad girl. Luenell. Original bad girl. Luenell. On YouTube. Hey everybody, hi, come on in. Come on in. Yes. Okay, Billion. Hey. Yes. I'll be telling you more about DJ WL in a few minutes. Welcome everybody to the Hey Luenell YouTube show, where it all goes down. It all goes down. Girl, you made this drink all the way up to the tip top. If this is your first time watching us, come on in. We're here every Wednesday at this time for an hour. It's 3 o'clock here in LA. It's 5 o'clock in Central, Texas and shit like that. And it is 6 o'clock on the East Coast. I hope it's cooling off for you guys in the East Coast, because this episode is called It's Hot in Hurr. Because you know why? It's hot in LA. It's probably 96. And this light ain't making it no better. So whenever y'all see like the ring light in my nose, it's because I'm sweating and it's hot. Go get the kid. We have a special guest joining us today who hasn't been here for a while. And I have forgiven all of her past evils. And so she wanted to say hi. Hello, Dolce. Say hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, baby. She got a little dress on today. It's kind of hot, but, fashion knows no temperature. Hi, baby. Hi, mama. So, okay, she just wanted to say hi. Oh, cute. Okay, get down. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, so hi from Dolce to everybody. My daughter's back in town. She had been up in the Bay. She's back in town. I made breakfast for her and the fam this morning. Smothered potatoes and onions, cheese, scrambled eggs. What else? Had some leftover rice, threw that on one of the plates. And, chicken and roasted chicken. No pork today, people. Too hot. Hot and her. So we had chicken and eggs and... Is that like eating a mother and a child? You have chicken and an egg? Sorry, fam. Okay, so if you're watching me for the first time, what we normally do, but sometimes it changes from week to week, we normally do... Oh, Lord, I'm making the camera rock. We do the drink of the day, our quarantini. Oh, I need the bottle. Our quarantini today... Girl. Okay, we gotta get this sound thing back up. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, gang. We got tangled up. Am I getting text messages? What is that? The music stopped. Oh, hell done broke loose. And we ain't even had a drink yet. Whose phone is that? Is that my phone? It sounds like a text message coming through. If you are watching this for the first time, we're not always this unorganized. Oh, my God. What is wrong with you? Ladybug is fucking it up. Ladybug, you got something wrapped around. Oh, it's the headphone.
Tiny, puny little headphone.
Well, you asked for the headphone.
I know.
And then I asked her to get the bottle, and she forgot the headphones, and then it pulled everything out of whack. Girl.
And we just reset. Look how beautiful you are. Boom. Lovely. Ravishing. Oh, and look at this. Look what I can still do.
Can you imagine, people? This is before the drink. And she don't drink like that. She don't even drink during the show. Only me. Well, as you know, in past shows, and for those of you who don't know, you're about to know, in past shows, we've had different sponsors. We had Earl Stevens wine, which I can't reach because I'm not pulling the sound mixing board off the table. We had Earl Stevens wine, E40's wine, Earl Stevens wonderful Tropiscatos and Mangoscatos and Moscatos and Red Function blend. Remember he got that song, We Out Here Trying to Function. He had Red Function Red blend. And so he has a wonderful, wonderful wine, Earl Stevens wine. We drank some of that. And then we had a sponsor by my girl Safari that used to be on Flavor of Love. And we had Safari's Lip Chap. And you know what? You might need some lip chap right now. It's not only for when it's cold. It's for when, you know, with these masks and stuff, you can't really pop your lipstick like you normally do, but you can still pull out a Safari lip chap. Put it on your lips after you pull your mask off. Oops. And it's like this. This one is a beautiful peach. Okay. So the drink that we're having last week, I had champagne because we hit 20,000 followers, 20,000 subscribers. Woohoo! So I popped Moet Chandon last week. And this week, we're having a gin and juice party. I will start somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Don't get up to get it. Now, I don't drink gin. People who know me in my comedy know that I always talk about I don't drink gin. I have a terrible reaction to gin. I don't know if I'm allergic to the shit. Every time I drink gin, I slip and fall on a dick or something like that. So I don't really drink gin. But this gin is smooth and wonderful. Whose gin is it, Luenell? It's McQueen gin. This is Wiz Khalifa's gin. Uh, Wiz Khalifa is sending me 6 more bottles, and I'm actually going to be giving 2 bottles away as a present right here on the show. For the highest cash app. You can cash app if you want to sponsor the show by hitting $ HeyLuenell, HeyLuenell. We accept cash apps and super chats and all that kind of stuff. Venmo, everything. But if you do cash app, it's better because if you do super chat, then YouTube takes some of the money. But cash apps, I get all the money. So Peachy with his mama turned me on to this, and I told her I would drink it this week. So this week's sponsored by Wiz Khalifa's Gin McQueen. And I'm gonna when I get to, well, I don't have the other bottles yet. The case is coming. When I get it, you will know, and then we'll do a spontaneous contest, and I'll give away 2 bottles, and I'll ship them myself. I'll probably stick you in a little gift, some kind of little gift. Okay. Also, we usually do edible of the week, and I've been around. I've eaten like 11 weeks worth of edible. So I'm back to my tried and true edible, my favorite edible of all time, the Terra cannabis-infused espresso coffee beans. These give you a little giggly lift when you're feeling down in the dumps, the way most of us have been lately. Their coffee bean, they give you a little lift, a little chocolate. I usually smash about 3 of these before I'm about to do a show, but I'm saving them. You do not want to leave them in the car. You do not want to leave them in the sun. Why, Luenell? Because they melt into one big chocolate blob that you have to chip away with at a knife. It's just enough fun. Okay? What is this? Oh. Dr. Sabi's son is calling me right now, but I cannot talk to him right now. We also do meme of the day. Yes, I'm on all the Sabi vitamins, baby. I'm on all of them. The tonics, the vitamins, all that. Meme of the day. We usually do meme of the day. Oh, good. Meme of the day. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're not so funny. This one says, we got mayors doing the Cupid shuffle and hugging black kids. We got Congress and kente cloths. We have a massive Black Lives Matter painting on the street. We have a street renaming. We have kneeling. We have foot washing apologies and handshakes and white tears. And so much of none of that is what we're asking for. We didn't say do all that. So fly in here, run us our reparations, treat us with civility, stop killing us, and we can all get along. Well, we are kind of looking at some of our friends with the side eye right now. I think that black people are going on all their friends' pages to see whether you at least posted something. And number 2, the mayor, and number 2, the governor, number 2 somewhere, to get some results about stuff. No, you won't fly. If I tear this whole set up, you'll know why. So we are checking. We're like Santa Claus. We're making a list and we're checking it twice, baby. While you're up, can you get the straw? While she's up. Also, I will be playing a video later that I posted on my Instagram and my Facebook because I have to give a shout out to the youth. I have often talked about the youth in disparaging ways in the past, because I thought all they wanted to do was twerk and fuck up and smoke weed and bullshit around. But no one person is representative of no whole group. You know, I learned that the hard way. Just like no one white person is representative of all white people, and no one black person is representative of all black people. Unless we're saying, I can't breathe, get the foot off my neck. And, you know, that should be representative of all people, whether you're black or white. Because they killing white folks out here, too. Knocking them down, cracking their head open, stuff like that. We're talking about the police. So, I'll be playing a little something later in the broadcast. As a tribute to the youth, this is a girl that my daughter went to college with. Very astute, very smart girl. And I'm going to play you something that she had on her page. I said, please send that to me in its entirety. I'm going to hold up the iPad, show you the girl, play her message, and you will hear it. Now, before we get too deep off into the funeral, but he had to do Minneapolis because that's where he was murdered at, and then I forgot the other place, and then he was sent to Texas because that's where he had to lay next to his mama, which was very touching. Before we get there, let's talk about Club Quarantine VIP Lounge Backyard Boogie. What is that, Luenell? Well, a lot of us have been inspired to bling up our backyards during this quarantine since you couldn't go nowhere, especially you folks with kids. I'm sorry, I have to dab. Dab. I have to dab. Sweating up in her. So I did a little something. I didn't do everything that I want to because my money is not the way that it was when I first came into quarantine. If it was, I'd have a fountain. If y'all want to sponsor me getting a fountain for the backyard, you can hit me on Cash App, $ HeyLuenell, HeyLuenell. I'm not trying to build a swimming pool. I just want to get a fountain for the backyard to add to Club Quarantine. I'm sure I won't have it by the time we do Club Quarantine VIP Lounge, because Club Quarantine, the name now belongs to D-Nice. But Club Quarantine After Hours VIP Lounge is going to belong to me. Now, what is this? Club Quarantine VIP Lounge is a show that we're going to do outside in my backyard. We've got the LED lights. We've got a beautiful backdrop from one of my past birthday parties. We're going to have some special guests. Confirmed so far, we have the great Oakland icon, Laura Hayes. I need to turn this down a little bit. We have special queen of comedy, Laura Hayes, is confirmed. We have my tour mate from Cat Williams' American Hustle tour, Red Grant. We have from Joanna Man and the movie Life, and what's the other movie I loved him in? What's Love Got to... Not that. The one with Martin and Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Miguel Nunez is confirmed. And I hope they're not expecting anything too swift. The chairs don't match. You know. We got to do a little sweeping and stuff like that, but we might throw something on the grill and do Club Quarantine, VIP Lounge, After Hours, Backyard Boogie in the backyard, and more guests will be confirmed, and I will let you know. It's going to be in 2 weeks. Not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after that. We'll do this regular show, and then later around 7, people will come. We'll probably start the show around 8. What you think, Ladybug? 8 or 8:30, will you be able to hang? You want to be at your new Hollywood job?
Oh my God.
Okay, I won't say nothing. I won't tell the people.
No.
I won't. So, that's that. Okay, now, I would like to also cover... Oh, I need to say something. I need to say something in defense of my girl, Tiffany Haddish. I think y'all been dragging her lately, and even dragging her. There's lies out there. There's lies. I watched the show in real time, just like I watched Amanda Seales in real time talk to the brother, saying she did not get fired from The Real. She quit. No, she didn't even quit. She just didn't renew her contract, which is the same as quitting. But people want to say she's fired. She didn't get along with Lonnie. They didn't want her there. Well, all that might be true, even though she said that her and Lonnie got along fine. Oh, I'm sorry. That's me. That's me thinking about me and Lonnie not getting along. Okay, but Amanda just simply did not renew her contract because she felt it was not the place for her. And she has her own platform. She wants to be able to freely speak the way she wants to. But she's no fool. She got 6 months of that bag stacked up. And then she said, I'm good. So Tiffany is getting dragged because people were saying that Tiffany was jealous because Reverend Al Sharpton did not mention her when he mentioned Kevin Hart and, I don't know, Tim Story or whatever, and Master P and Tip. Well, hell, they didn't mention Tiny neither, and Tiny was sitting right there next to him. So people said that she went, and then Al Sharpton was like, oh, Tiffany Haddish, I didn't see you down there, baby. And then later, now I didn't hear her go, I just, maybe somebody might have texted him and told him she was there. Somebody might have said like this over here and said she's there. I didn't hear her go, She might have done that. You guys let me know. Go back and rewatch the thing if it's that important to you, which is so not important in the scheme of things. But that's not what I heard, and that's not what I saw. And then Reverend Al Sharpton invited, I think, Eric Garner's mom to come to the stage, or one of the slain youth, people's mothers, to come to the stage. And then he said, Tiffany, why don't you come on up here as well? I don't want you to talk about me in your next comedy show. Come up on. And Tiffany stood up there for 8 minutes and 47 seconds. They had a moment of silence, which is a long time to stand anywhere, to be silent, or to have your knee on somebody's neck. She stood up there like a perfect lady. At the end, the two ladies hugged Tiffany. So, get off Tiffany's dick. She didn't do nothing like that. I'm not here to, ride nobody coattail. None. I just, the truth is the truth. Now, let me just tell you a couple things about this funeral, okay? I thought it was very, 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 very moving that they had representatives that have gone through the shit that George Floyd's family is going through now. Of course, it's not that tired-ass ice cream truck. Broadcasting from the hood, y'all. This motherfucker is playing It's a Small World After All and plays Christmas songs, and it's June. We probably should have closed that door, but the windows are open. It makes no difference. Well, welcome to reality, people. So they had, the mother of all tragedies for our generation, which is Trayvon's mother, Sabrina, was there. And they also had, Eric Garner's people there. They had Breonna's daddy there. And so on and so forth. They all stood up. There was a lot of families affected. And that was just really, really... What you laughing about? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Oh, she laughing at the comments. Oh, I know. But don't laugh right now, girl. Okay. So, and I'm gonna need to know some of them comments in a minute too. So anyway, I just thought it was a really powerful moment to see all the parents whose kids have been killed by the police. Note number 2. Two of the guests that were at this funeral were very good friends of mine. My very dear friend Jamie Foxx was there, and my boyfriend Albie Shore was there, looking delicious even with a mask on. If you don't think he's my boyfriend, you haven't been following my Instagram. Or you should find him and ask him, yo, Luenell says you're her boyfriend on her YouTube show, he'll be like, yes, that's correct. And yep, they were there, and I was so glad to see them. Okay. Now, baby, let's talk about the Honorable Reverend Al Sharpton. These funerals have made me realize how much I miss church, you know? I can't say that I was the most avid churchgoer because I was never home on Sundays to go to church. I was in Vegas every Sunday for the last almost year. And even when I wasn't in Vegas, I was on the road. And I didn't always go to church on the road because I just wouldn't get up, basically, and go. If I'm to be very honest, I like to go to West Angeles Church of God in Christ. The Honorable Charles E. Blake and First Lady May Blake. That's where I attend. That's what I like. Although I do remember being in church at Palmacia Baptist Church in Hayward, and we would go visit other churches, and that was always fun. But I haven't been doing a lot of that. But I like to go to West Angeles. And now that I'm here to go to church, there's no damn church. But if they can do these funerals, because they've been telling everybody else you can only have 10 people at the funeral. Well, that clearly was not going to work for George Floyd. So they had church. They semi-socially distanced. And it made me really miss church. Reverend Al Sharpton hit on a couple of notes that I thought were really, really, really important. You know, people are trying to drag George Floyd. They're trying to dig up his past. They're trying to talk solid. She said, see, let me tell you something. Luenell is being cremated. It's already written in stone with the Neptune Society. There will be no autopsy. There will be no blood work. There will be no nothing like that. Whatever's in my system is going straight to heaven with me. And I did that on purpose because I also don't want, unless I die under suspicious circumstances, there will be no autopsy. I'm just, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But they're trying to, discredit, like they always do. They're trying to discredit George. Reverend Al Sharpton said, now if this was a entertainer, people would be saying, oh, this hoopla is because they're a big entertainer. He said if this was an athlete, they would say, oh, everybody's up in arms because he's an athlete. But God took an ordinary man, a regular, ordinary man, and it has made a change in the world. He also said he knows how this story is going to turn out because instead of just picking scriptures from the middle, which he did do Ephesians and another scripture, he went to the end of the Bible and he said something that always keeps me happy. Anytime I get down and I feel like I'm not as far as I should be in my career, or I had to put blinders on so I wouldn't look at what somebody else had or what somebody else was doing, he said, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. In Jesus' name. I really, really, really appreciated him saying that. It's good when you got a reverend that can really, really preach, I wonder what we're going to do, who we're going to look to now that, well, in the future, when and if the Reverend Al Sharpton passes away before me and Farrakhan, who we're going to have to speak for us then? Who we're going to have to be on our side then? It's going to be one of these youth. It certainly ain't going to be Terry Crews. Oh! And I like Terry and all that, but he's canceled for the moment. Okay. Now, let me talk about the music right quick, okay? They had a gospel selection. Oh, Lord, where's my gospel selection? Oh, here it goes. They had a soloist, grown woman, right after Al Sharpton, that sang For Every Mountain by Minister Kurt Carr. You know, sometimes performances are not all about hitting every single note right. I mean, golly, it's about emotion. Look at Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige is not no Patti LaBelle. She's not no Fantasia. But you can't get no more emotion in her performances than Mary J. Blige. You just can't listen to My Life from Mary J. Blige and not have a tear come down your eye. So it's about your delivery and about your emotion. And that sister that sang that song, I felt her. You got to remember, she was probably nervous. She had all eyes on her. This is a revolutionary moment. This is going to be in the history books on YouTube for the rest of our natural life. She really did a good job. I thought it was amazing, very touching. Okay. So that's my little recap. Oh, I also have to send a shout out to, as much as it pains me, I have to send a shout out to Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, I heard, paid for the entire funeral. Now, the casket was beautiful, gold bronze casket. We didn't get to see it open. We saw it open. We didn't get to see the body. It's just as well. I do wish I had another image of George Floyd besides him dying in front of me or laying in a casket. Well, actually, I do have another image of George, but we're not going to talk about that. The casket was beautiful. The flowers were great. The programs, I guess, got made really quickly. All those cards. When you say I'm going to pay for the funeral, that don't mean, oh, I'll buy the casket and then that's it. I'm assuming that Floyd Mayweather paid for everything. The casket, the pastor's fee, the flowers, the programs, the limos, the burial, everything. He certainly has the money. He's fucked off that much money in the club before. I've seen him at Dre's in Vegas with my own eyes. So he certainly had enough money to pay for all that. And if he did that, which I heard that he did, kudos to Floyd Mayweather. Kudos to him. Kudos to him for that. All right? Once again, Backyard Boogie, Club Quarantine, VIP Lounge is going to be in 2 weeks. Star-studded. Going to be lots of fun. I posted on my Instagram that I have to, get back to being me, or when the time's come for me to go back to work, I ain't going to know what the hell to say. I'm going to be so pent up. Some people have asked me, Luenell, are you going to get your nails back? And my initial answer was yes. When I go back to work, I'm going to get my nails back for you guys. But I think maybe for the first couple of weeks out, I'm going to keep my nails like this. Because in this climate, you never know when you might have to smack Karen or Susie or Skipper. And I got so much pent up shit in me, and a slap ain't going to do it. That girl in the liquor store, that Latina in the liquor store, she let Karen off easy. That went straight for the throat. In my defense, I wouldn't have touched her unless she touched me, which she did. Karen jacked on that girl, and then she got popped. Knocked her little Chanel's all sideways, and she was skidding out the liquor store, out the 7-Eleven like a little wounded pup. Oh my God! Oh my God! Shit. Y'all better check yourselves, man. Be nice. Be nice. Because you're walking on thin ice right now. We don't have the patience for none of the foolery. None of it right now. None. That goes for black folks, too. Some black folks need to be checked. Candace. Candace, what is it? Candace Owens? Isn't her husband a white Republican? She's so confused and twisted with her little press and curl that I can't even listen to her no more. And Wanda White wrote me on the Facebook. I had to write it back, and we had to have a conversation about this. That was that for that. One lady wrote a comment, and I do try to go back and like heart all the comments, at least to let you know that I read them. Some of them I respond to, like if you ask me, "Oh, who's your jeweler, Luenell?" Unique Urban Rocks on Instagram. Unique Urban Rocks. That if you ask me a question like that, I would tell you. What's the website for that Earl Stevens wine, Luenell? Do I have it over here? I like that little song. Check my notes. Oh, I always like to hold up me and Chaka. I always like to hold up me and Chaka. Enough is enough. The Earl Stevens wine. Can be I'll get back to you on that one. I don't have that particular note right here. The wine is right down there, though. Earl Stevens wine. You can Google it, and I think it'll show you how you can order it. But I'll get back to you on that if you ask me about that. But if you ask me a question in the comments, after about a day or so, I always go back, and sometimes I wait till Sunday when everything's calmed down. And I'll go back and I'll read all the comments. I respond sometime. I make hearts just to let you know that I've read them. And I don't know how to block anybody off of that yet. But I really haven't had to. Praise the Lord. So I say that for my Instagram. Okay. Now, let me get ready to pull up this girl. Okay, are there any questions coming through, Ladybug? Any amusing comments? So hood. I don't know what they be doing out there in that ice cream truck. I do. David Dorsey. Are you related to Bruce Dorsey? Are you related to the Dorseys in Oakland, California? Thank you very much. If you are, God bless you.
Pamela Calvert, this is your LAX friend. I love the lip color. Who is it and what's the color?
The lip color, there's a pink underneath, and then this is on top. Let me rejudge. Got a little mirror right here, a little mirror. I'm pretty much licking it all off while I'm doing my drink. And this is the end of this tube. I'm like your mom and them. But when your mom and them used to go all the way down to the end of the lipstick, and then they get a hairpin and get the last little lipstick out. I have a pink under it. That's by MAC. I don't know what the name of that is, but this is MAC Dazzle Glass. This is called Money, Honey. Simple. We're expecting a new shipment to come through the mail any day. Do I still talk to DMX? For those of you who don't know, I made a movie with DMX called Never Die Alone. It was directed by Ernest Dickerson, who is the same director who directed Tupac and Juice. And Ernest worked a lot with Spike Lee in the past. I do not talk to DMX, but I do. I have been in contact with Tashira, ex's ex, and baby mama, his ex-wife Tashira. I do talk to her, and I owe her a phone call, and I need to reach out because it's been a while. Mm-hmm.
From Betsy, question: any advice for someone still feeling depressed over current events?
Oh my God, I understand. I understand. If you feeling depressed under current events, the first thing you do is grab a drink and watch me. That's for sure. And you can go back and look at some of my other stuff, which I think is quite amusing. I get great relief out of watching Insecure. And speaking of Insecure, which it's not like a guide, it's total chick movement, but there's really strong black male leads in that show. Is shot all around in Inglewood and stuff like that. Makes you feel good. Yvonne Orji, who plays Molly, which we're all mad at Molly right now because she's being a total ass. But Molly is played by comic Yvonne Orji on Insecure. She has a HBO special right now called Mama I Made It. It is excellent, I think. I think she looked great. She went back to Africa where she's from and she showed her parents. And I love when comics imitate their parents and they have a accent. I love when I love when George Lopez does his mom and his tia. I love when Jenny Mai, who's not even a comic, does Mama Mai. I love when Margaret Cho does her parents. It's hilarious. And I now love and I love when Fluffy does women and his family and just women in general. And I love Yvonne Orji doing imitation of her parents. Hilarious. So I would watch that. And, we just have to get off social media for a while. Not social media. We have to get off CNN. We have to get off CNN for a minute and some of the social media because I know I was becoming annoying. Everything that I saw, I was sitting to my friends, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. And I was like, my friends are going to fucking block me soon if I don't stop sending them everything. So I would suggest just woosah, take a break. I know you always feel like you're going to miss something. But just woosah and take a break and change the channel and watch something that you love. Or smoke a nice joint, have a glass of wine, or whatever your preference is, and listen to some nice jazz music or some old school music. Music in the house can really change your mood. Music is what's been getting us through the pandemic, unless you don't watch D-Nice and you don't know. D-Nice wasn't in obscurity. He was working his twist, but everybody in the world wasn't paying attention. Michelle Obama wasn't paying attention to D-Nice before, but damn it, she's paying attention to him now. And he comes on and he plays good old school music. He rarely plays any kind of thuggish hip hop. And by the way, to the hip hop artists out there, now might be a good time to rethink your lyrics, Now might be a good time to take a page out of the Africa Bambaataa or X-Clan or KRS-One or Public Enemy playbook and write something pertinent, something that's going to mean something. We don't need another motherfucking song about bitches and hoes and bling and ass and booty licking and all that shit. Not right now. Not right now. You can go to Michael Blackson's fans only page for that. He's I don't even know if Blackson knows there was been a I don't even know what Blackson's doing, but he's over there doing his thing. Because, yeah. Vegas is back open. I'm hoping to go back to work at Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club. Let's all pray for that. Because that will be the first place I go if I still have my job. Before I start getting on any plane, I'll get in that Mercedes and I'll drive my ass to Vegas. So stay tuned because the minute I get a word and get some dates, I will let y'all know. And if you have any thoughts about coming to Vegas this summer, you can come. You can see me. Letting you know now, buyer beware. My show is on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock, or it was. Which means that if you have to be at work on Monday morning, you're not going to be able to see me. But if you're a baller, then you can come. Okay. Here's my Cash App. Hey. Is it in the screen good? Hey Luenell, $, Hey Luenell, just in case you feel the urge. to donate. Because I do have to pay Ladybug. She ain't sitting here because she ain't got shit to do. But she about to get a new Hollywood job. I don't even know what I'm going to think. Stuff like that. Thank you so much. Ooh, Lord have mercy. So how's the gin feeling, Luenell? You want to know how I'm feeling? You were going to ask? That's the thing about this gin. If I was drinking Tanqueray, I'd be done fell out the chair by now. But it's not like that. It's not biting like that and all like drinking, rubbing alcohol. That's what gin has always been like to me. This is smooth and sippable, and I don't even with gin. You know? But this is very nice.
How is 2Bs from Oakland coming along?
We are in the editing stages again. Laura has sent me a bunch of footage that I actually went over. It took me like 6 hours. 7 or 8 hours to look over some of the footage. I found some great stuff that I forgot even happened. Stuff my kid was little. You know, this is a project that's been in the making for 18 years. Yeah, about 18 years. And it's coming along. We will have something for you soon. I know we've been saying that for 10 years, but don't give up on us yet. Don't give up on us yet. If you don't know what 2Bs from Oakland is, it's a project that Laura Hayes and I, mostly Laura, have been involved in for 18 years. She's been documenting our life, our ups, our downs, our career swings, and our moods, and our relationships with our man, and all kinds of stuff. And we've been filming this documentary for 18 years. 2Bs bzz, from Oakland. The B stands for from Oakland. So 2Bs from Oakland. You can even Google it. You can go to her site and you can inquire about it. But everything that you need to know about it, you need to ask Laura. I'm only the talent. I'm not doing the editing. I'm not doing the distribution or any of that. That's all on Laura, who has a new Instagram page called First Lady of Weed. 1ST, First Lady of Weed. Because Laura loves weed. Yep. Okay.
They want to know why they can't find the special on iTunes.
What special? Who's special?
Yours.
My special? I don't have a special. I have stuff on iTunes. I have this CD is on iTunes. This CD right here, Luenell Live, I Only Drink at Work. That's on iTunes and Spotify and everywhere. My specials are on YouTube. I did one for Comedy Central and stuff like that. But if you're talking about a special for me, I don't have a Netflix special or anything like that. They don't fuck with me like that. But Luenell Live, I Only Drink at Work can be found on all streaming platforms. Or if you're the type of person who likes to hold the CD and see what it looks like on the inside and stuff like that, then you can always order this CD along with these shirts that are behind me on my website, HeyLuenell.com, HeyLuenell.com. And for the Christians, don't think that I have Tourette's syndrome or I have, some kind of disorder where I can't stop cussing. I cuss because I really like to, and I try to tone it down for the show, but I don't always. But for the Christians, we have a Christian comedy DVD right here called Luenell, Let the Church Say, Rolling on the Floor, recorded at the church I used to go to before I started going to West Angeles, which I'm not a member of. I just attend. This has the wonderful Jay Lamont on here, if you're familiar with Jay Lamont from Comic View days. Jay Lamont, Ramona Stevens was just starting her career, and she's on here. And we have Joey Wells, who is a writer for Kevin Hart, and it's from Oakland, that I've been knowing almost 30 years, and he is on here as well. I'm here to tell you, Ramona was on her, but Jay Lamont and Joey Wells are well worth the ticket. You can order this on HeyLuenell.com, HeyLuenell.com. We'll ship it straight to your house, and I autograph it for you too, right here. I can't autograph the CDs because even with a silver pen, they're so glossy, the cover's so glossy that it beads up and it wipes off. And we didn't know that when we ordered this type of jacket. But that's what's happening.
How do you keep your hair so silvery?
Oh my God. Well, first of all, thank you. Do you see the waves? You see these waves? I'm Becky with the good hair. I bleached my hair, girl. I bleached my hair, child. This is not bleached. This is short. To see little roots in there. I'll probably bleach it next week, and if not, then definitely for Club Quarantine VIP Lounge day and night. Hey, I can't always call or go to a salon when I get, a call in the middle of the night. Hey, can you be on set tomorrow morning to do da 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 da? And you got to look amazing. So you learn how to do things yourself. And some of y'all learned how to do things during the quarantine. But I was always doing my own hair, but I do get it cut by my barber, Rick, who I'm loyal to, RVM Cuts, up there on Wilshire Boulevard in L.A. That's not where he started, and I don't often go there. He usually comes to my house, just like my nail girl, who is black. They're both black, by black. I would send a shout out to T.S. Madison and the Maddie Mob for putting me on. T.S. Madison sent a lot of her Maddies over to my page, and they've been a joy to behold. I would send a shout out to Flame Monroe, who gave me the idea of doing this show in the first place, since I was sitting here in the house anyway. And I would send a shout out to PT from PT Showbiz Top 5, who was the first person I ever started watching on YouTube. I only watch 2 blogs. I watch him and I watch Tea Time with Candace. I like her and I need to send her a message because I like her. Slide up in them DMs. Want to send a shout out to Chaka Khan and all my family that I'm learning from. ADOS101.com. Y'all need to check out American Descendants of Slaves. They will help you with voting. They will help you with knowing about our reparations and what some of the moves we need to do next. By the way, voter suppression is real, in case you didn't know, because the voting that went on in these last couple of states, like 2 days ago, was a total shit show and a fiasco. That is not by accident. We really need to step our fucking game up, people, and research and find out what's going on, and they need to do that too, because that is a plot, and we cannot have that in November. I don't even know if, voting by mail, I don't even know. I don't know what's good, but I know that was terrible. Lines were long, machines weren't working, they had people working in there that didn't know what they were doing. That was all by design. If you don't think, people stop drinking the Kool-Aid so quick, just like that group of black people where the white people was kneeled down and they was like, oh, we're so sorry and we're going to try to do better. And the black folks was like, oh, that's all we ever wanted was an apology. No. Stand up and run me my coins. Where's my reparations? And then you can get out my face. Because they just had that guy and his wife who were caught talking shit on their Facebook Lives that they didn't know was open, and we heard them and they're canceled. And then 2 girls from Vanderpump Rules, maybe 4, which was a show that I used to watch just because I like messy white people shows like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Shout out to Garcelle Bouvier for being the first black woman on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is stupid. Even the people who did Friends are like, yeah, I guess we should have more black people on there, more than Aisha Tyler, because she was the one and only black cast member that was ever on Friends. Does that really deflect the society we live in? Yeah, it does, because there's a lot of white people who don't have any black friends and could give a fuck about having them and have designed their whole entire life to not have them. Stop saying I'm not racist when you're clearly racist. And it's not about you're not being racist, it's about being against racism, anti-racist. That's what it's about. But you're going to learn it's not our job to hold your nipples for you and teach you how to not be racist. Like, you either have it in you or you don't. Like, you're taught it, you can unlearn it. Because nobody's born racist. The kids on the playground don't care. You taught them that shit.
Somebody said Friends is a ripoff from Living Single.
Well, I think Friends was on before Living Single, weren't they? But I don't care. They could never be Living Single, darling. When we were Living Single, had Jamaicans, they had white folks just like Cosby Show. Had Latinos, had white folks, had everything like that. We're always so all-inclusive. We're always trying to do the right thing. And then when we want to be black, then everybody's like, you're so racist, you're so black. Just because we're pro-black don't mean we're anti-white. I've got some good white friends. They've had my back for years. Years. You know? Harriet Tubman couldn't have made it through the Underground Railroad without some white folks on the team. But in the last minutes of my show, I'm going to play something for you guys. And I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so anybody else? Questions?
I have a few questions.
Okay.
Celebrating Juneteenth this year, what do you think of its increased awareness?
Half the black people don't even know what Juneteenth is for. They just want to barbecue. I think it's time to, at least know what you're celebrating. At least know what you're celebrating. And then put the meat on the barbie. At some point during the barbecue, it should be talked about. That's all I'm saying. We need to step our game up too. As you know, I'm very glad to say that SO1 bookstore over here in Leimert Park has been doing great business, and they was almost out of business. Everybody want to read up now. Everybody want to read up. So don't be one of those black folks that the white folks talk about. If you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. Don't do that. We can read too. We should read as well. Read. Next. This fly girl. I'm about to tear this shit. Don't come back. I rebuke you. In the name of Jesus.
Someone said, Ladybug, could you please ask if she will ever stream your guests in the future on YouTube?
Would I ever stream what?
Stream your, so I guess like bring streaming?
What?
Like bring them on?
Oh, no, I will never do that. But I am going to have guests here on the set with me. I bring people on when I do on my Instagram Live, and I've been off of that intentionally lately because I just didn't have anything nice to say. And if you can't say something nice about somebody, then don't say nothing at all. So I ain't been saying shit for the last couple of days. I will have guests here when the pandemic is over. Now, I know people who got sick. I don't know anybody who passed away from COVID, but there are many, many people who did. But I'm beginning to think this shit was some kind of chemical warfare hoax, because out of all these people that's demonstrating all over the world, protesting, my bad, all these people, some people had masks on, some people didn't. Some people had gloves on, some people didn't. Some people socially distanced, some people didn't. Out of all these millions of people that was out there protesting. So is the COVID gone? It must be gone. Because ain't nobody going to get sick. Nobody out there was a non-symptomatic. Just saying. We going to see in about 2 weeks. Me, I'll be in the house. I've become almost agoraphobic, if you know what that word is. It means fear of leaving the house. I really have to get off the block, so to speak. Time, from time to time, I tip off the block, but not very much. Me and hubby be up in here cocooned, cooking and eating. And I'm taking care of some business, lots of paperwork and stuff that I hadn't done. So, I don't know. The only place I'm trying to go right now is Vegas. I'm trying to go back to Vegas. Jimmy Kimmel, I'm trying to come back to Vegas. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, so let's see what the time is. 4:01. I have an interview at 4:30. Um, Let me pull up this gal. My daughter, Danelle, attended San Diego State University, and she had a classmate named Oksana. Oksana's mother is African American and white, and her father is Russian. But for you color struck folk out there, do you always realize it's always the light skinned people leading the revolution? Angela Davis wasn't dark skinned. Huey Newton wasn't dark skinned. I don't care what skin you are as long as you're right. But I want to play this little segment for you by my girl Oksana. I'm going to turn this music down. Okay. And I hope that you can hear it and appreciate it. And this is from the youth. Okay. Let's see. I wonder, can I? Oh,
To the point where you're still walking around with your ancestors.
wait. Okay. Technology. She said, this is what y'all sound like with this peaceful protest shit. Why did I do this? My God. Uh-uh. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't you hate when they lie to you and tell you that you have high speed internet and then you get the pinwheel? That makes me want to throw this bitch out the door. Mm-mm-mm. She was talking and then I touched it and I messed it up. I wonder, should I do this? Take it off of the do not disturb and check my internet connection, which is BS. Okay. This is, like I said, a message from the youth. Message from the youth. Message from the youth. This is what I said, a message from the youth. They're not fucking around. Hey, this is what I said, a message from the youth. Message from the youth. Message from the youth. This is what I said, a message from the youth. They're not fucking around. Okay, here we go.
Walking around with your ancestors' masters' names, and like, sorry that when slavery became illegal, we participated in the convict leasing system, so you could be our slaves, but legally. And then like, sorry we didn't let you vote, and sorry we raped your women, and sorry we tried to force sterilize your women too, and like, sorry that after all that we just shot you every fucking day. But like, no biggie. You guys shouldn't be acting crazy. You should not be stealing from these corporations who make their employees follow you around the store. That is wrong. That is super wrong. Like, why would you steal from these places that wouldn't hire you in the first place? Especially when they saw your name on the resume. Like, why would you do that? You guys are acting like animals. Like, sorry you were wrongfully imprisoned for like 40 years, you know, because we planted drugs on you, and because we didn't bring in an interpreter who speaks AAVE to translate for you, so our all-white jury couldn't understand your testimony and sent you to jail anyway. And also, we got a court stenographer who also doesn't understand AAVE. So they basically didn't even know what the fuck they were writing down. And in your file, who cares? We're just going to throw you in jail because they're for profit anyway, and someone's going to get rich off of it. But it's like, you guys should be protesting that peacefully. peacefully, just like they were peacefully sitting in jail for 40 years. That's what you guys should be doing. Like, come on. And like, sorry we let you guys like enlist in the wars and then you came back and we treated you like second class citizens. And like, sorry that even in 2020, when I'm walking up to you on a sidewalk, you'll expect me to step off the fucking sidewalk so you can get past. Sorry about that. You guys should be a little more peaceful. Oh my god, and like, I'm super sorry that like we raided your house and it was the wrong house and we killed you or your daughter. Oh, and then I'm also sorry like when we raid the wrong house and we bomb it, but then the city says we don't have to pay for it. So like, I get like why you would be mad, but like, you really have to take it down a notch. You cannot be running crazy in these streets. Like, come on. Oh my god, and like the school to prison pipeline, like, I get it. You guys might be like really mad, but it's not our fault that like your children look so aggressive and that when we give the non-black kids warnings, we put your kids in juvie and we start the process really, really young. Sorry, sorry that like non-black kids like deserve counseling when they make a mistake, and I'm sorry that we put you in baby jail. So by the time you're 18, you're ready for real jail. But like, that is no reason to be rioting in the streets. And it's like, if you Negroes wanted to fight for justice the right way, you would go to the polls and, vote for elected officials and do this calmly. Oh, wait, but I forgot that in majority black communities, you know what we do? We go in there and we either shut down early, we cut off the line, because we know you're getting off work at a certain time and we tell you you can't vote. Oh, you're missing this document. Oh, actually, you're not registered to vote, even though you remember very well that you registered to vote. So they give you a provisional ballot. Oh, and also, like, you have these, like, court fees, so you're also not allowed to vote. But, fight for justice the right way. Okay?
Ooh. Ooh. Shout out to Oksana at the Black Davushka on Instagram. Shout out to the youngins, because they're not for the bullshit. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to expire from sweating up here right now. And I have to go because I have another interview in 25 minutes, 23 minutes. And I just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your subscribers and subscriptions. Please, like my show. Throw in a comment. I'll check it out, I promise. Share this video with other people if you like, or if you're on Instagram, you can tell people to click the link in my bio if they don't have an Instagram. Look, why am I talking like Oksana when she was imitating the white people? Or you can go to YouTube and just put in Hey Luenell for like grandma and them if they don't have Instagram. I thank you guys for hanging in here with me. I hope that you will continue to do so. And thank you for giving me a platform to talk to you. And, I just really appreciate this time. So until next week, ladies and germs, that old Cash App once again, $ Luenell. It's never too late to donate. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you next week, or I'll probably be on Instagram Live tonight because I got my lashes on. YouTube.